It's Jai Jones, I'm here at home, and I have a pair of boots that everyone keeps telling me to get rid of, and I refuse to get rid of them. Today, I'm going to tell you guys how to retread your boots using this old school linoleum block printing kit. That way people can bitch for another decade. Here's my wrinkly skin pockets. In other words, boots. Now, I do a lot of painting, and I'm sure you can tell I've got paint all over these. In fact, I've painted them brown multiple times with oil paint to keep them protected from the weather. Today, unfortunately, I'm going to have to change these boot strings, which I hoped would hang on until the boot ran out of life, which most people would argue it definitely has. However, I'm a cheapskate, and these came from Temu, so they're only like $1. We're going to do that, and then we're going to cut... I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, if T-Rexes had little arms, then P-Rexes had little... Well, anyways, you're probably wondering why I have this greeting card kit, being a CB radio enthusiast. Well, before the channel and everything, I was actually a landscape artist who painted in the style of Impressionism. And Impressionism, when it was big back in the 1880s, took a lot of inspiration from Japanese prints. I have some Japanese prints. The Chibi collection from David Bull, he has a shop in Japan called Mokuhankan. Now, I got this because I wanted to replicate those prints. Now, this, of course, uses a linoleum block. They don't use linoleum anymore. God, that would be hard to carve. Well, today, we're not even worried about linoleum. We're wondering about that tool. Where is that tool? Well, right there it is. Oh. This is the linoleum carver, and this stuff is really hard to carve. So, how easy do you think it would be to carve treads in the bottom of your shoes? Well, let's find out. Although they did not sponsor the video, Carolina boots are really good boots. I've had them for about 7 years now, and they've held up through hell and back. Now, you can see the brand name on this one, not on this one, because I have wore this one off. My back is messed up, and I have a weird gait, so this one drags, which makes this boot very slick at the back. So, as you can see here, I've already experimented with that tool. I'm going to put some tread at the back of this boot. Now, if you've done any woodworking in your life, you might actually recognize one of these little gouges here. You can use them for all sorts of things, I'd imagine. You could put tread back on your tires, maybe even use it on your face. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what it looks like on the boot here. Now, I will try to get a close-up once I get started. I'm going to just try to add back what it had to begin with. There we go. Nice start to that one. We don't want to rush it, it will tear. All right, there is our retreaded boot. And do not give me any crap about how bad it looks, because have you seen the boot? It's a useful boot. That is useful tread. I am not going to sit there and try to make that look pretty. I'm going to restring these up, pop them on, because I'm getting really, really cold feet out in this camper with these little girly shoes on that do not fit who the hell I am. What is that? Ah, crap! Fuck! Ah! Shit! Okay, I'll see you in the 7-year update video. where I will have bleeding feet because I didn't tell anyone that the steel toes in here are actually rusted out to the point where they're stabbing my feet. But it's okay because I have this huge callus on my foot which totally protects me from that. Now, if anyone's wondering where I've been, I've had laryngitis, an ongoing stomach ulcer, and the flu at the same time, and it has been the worst 2 weeks I've had in years. So, that's where I've been, and if my voice sounds a little bit limited, that's because I've had laryngitis for a long time. So, thought I'd throw that update in there. I'm a YouTuber now. I got my cadence down. I've started a new show. It's called The Johnny Jones Show, where we'll be talking about bullshit. Lots of it, okay? Just like you and I used to talk about when I had the little channel, and I was just like, look at this radio. What are you gonna do with this radio? Look at all these radios. These radios, well, look at that. Oh, the RF gain. It's Johnny Jones. I'm here home. I'll see you later.